So VEO3 has recently been all the rave, and as a Nigerian, I want to share my own experiences using it. What is real, what is realistic compared to the ads that we've seen around VEO3. Yes, the parts that I'm sure would interest everyone, how to possibly make money using it, especially when you subscribe to a plan, their first month or first 3 months plan, or a month plan, depending on your location. So perhaps you've used your 2 months feeding money ahead to invest in this to see how it goes. You definitely want your return. So let's get into it. I had been seeing VEO3 on LinkedIn, on other platforms, people talking about it, how it was portrayed as, almost close to seamless AI video generation platform. In the past week, we've seen videos around these very, very amazing videos, actually. So, my own experiences. I'll share the very first video I created. I pulled out some text from my blog write-ups and just told it what I wanted in a setting.
Will I borrow money to come and eat 30K spaghetti bolognese and pay 10K service charge because I want to stand a chance to meet a rich man?
So the first thing I observed is sometimes your prompts, even when you tell it what accent you want, it may still mix it up. Like I might tell it I want an African accent, but I'm getting more of an African American accent. There is that. Much of the videos portrayed online are showing smooth physics, the movement of objects. This is not entirely super smooth as portrayed in some instances. Like you will see in the food video I tried to create here, it isn't as seamless. I wanted one action before the other, load the rice, then the meat, and pour the juice. In one instance, the jug is basically touching the chicken, and that will not be very appealing. Then there's the limitation of the 8 seconds. I believe over time this may change, but you can create an 8-second video, which means sometimes when you type in what you want the character to say, it may be cut off because 8 seconds was done. So you now have to find creative ways to make your 8 seconds very effective. It's a bit of a hassle trying to use the scene builder and switching between creating a video in VEO3 and 2. Again, I'm also still studying this and seeing how to maneuver it, because I try to create Anti-Mary character, and sometimes consistency with character, if you're not using the scene builder, can be a challenge. In the scene builder, you have to put in some reference images. You have to also, in some instances, describe through text to video what you want. However, if it's just VEO3, even when I told it, you've created an Anti-Mary character who is talking like she's a comedian.
These men that have the nerve to comment on women's bodies, especially that of their wives, saying things like, she got fat, I can't stand the stretch marks, I'm not attracted to her, blah, blah, blah.
Repeat the same scene for me, but let her say the following words. Now, that should have been a simple to follow instruction for it, but instead it created a whole new video for me, this time in fact using white people.
But you're going about looking like a pregnant orangutan yourself, so where is all this audacity from?
It didn't follow the instruction for the last prompt. Another example is that I tried to create Anti-Mary using her image as a 2D video, but the physics of her movements were not so great, as you can see. Now, sometimes VEO3 also has this challenge of messing up spellings around words, especially if the words are long. But if they are short words, because I tried to put just short words for a friend's body butter brand, and that worked out pretty well. So I guess it's important the words are short, even in speech. I have observed that VEO3 so far has been great for like products, videos, where you just describe an item, what you want the video to do, maybe a bit of text on the screen. It's also really good for creating single characters that are not moving a lot and are saying a few words. Another thing I've seen works is that if you try to create some videos directly on VEO3 using text to video, you may not get a perfect visual or something close to what you have in mind. So you may have to use image effects still in Google Labs to first create your images. I give it to Google Effects, image effects in Google. It has so far given me very awesome images if I'm able to describe my prompts for it quite well. And so it also looks good when you first create your image in image effects and then use that image as your reference for the video. What are my reservations around AI, or especially this new wave of AI videos? In fact, people are making short films. A lot of people have expressed, oh, I have spent years learning acting in school, cinematography. I mean, it feels like it puts people's skills and has suddenly made them almost obsolete, because that's a lot of effort to put into studying something, and then now all of a sudden you're having in a few minutes all you could do being done by a platform. And then there are other ways that this could impact people's lives, because it appears that the regulations around AI are not clear yet. They are not very strong. The regulations are not there because there are so many ways this could have an impact on people's lives that is not necessarily positive. People may want to replicate CCTV cameras and will be able to, shall I say, place images of other people's faces on the cameras, and that would be implicating for some who are not guilty of crime. So there should be certain regulations. There should be regulations around what you can create or can't create when using AI. Filmmakers will also be torn between, do we use real people and real locations, or do we cut costs and save ourselves a lot of money? And so the creative dilemma, the human dilemma, all of this would play out. So I feel like this would be a good time for people to copyright their creative assets. People who have really unique voices and do not want those voices used by AI. I'm just imagining, I mean, it's probably possible you preserve your aspects of you that you don't want used by AI. Now to the juicy parts. I'm sure many want to hear. What are some ways I feel we can explore to make money from VEO3, especially if you've been in the creative space? You can create a faceless YouTube channel. Of course, not everyone wants to be on camera recording themselves all the time, so you can take advantage of the fact that VEO3 is here. I can just create a series of videos. You can ask ChatGPT for some ideas for choices of videos you could come up with that can be consistent, and in a short time you could meet the monetization requirements for YouTube and get monetized. With VEO3, it's easier. You create the videos, you can stitch them together in Premiere Pro or any other editing platform and upload. You can look at small businesses around you, and if you're even feeling bold, go for bigger companies. Create a few videos for them, like ads that speak to their businesses or products, and pitch to them. You can also create stock footages around specific thematic areas. It can be food, real estate, maybe a bit of health videos, and sell to other creatives, or you sell on platforms that allow you to sell videos or stock footages. And you can also sell to businesses related to the theme of your videos. So yeah, these are a few ways that come to mind. for us as Nigerians to make some money from using VEO3. So VEO3 again is great, really, for certain kinds of creations, but there's still quite a number of tweaks to be made to achieve really good seamless videos.